Hey, what's up guys? It's Elastic Spyder here, and in today's video we're looking at a Missouri replay that I got not too long ago. So, we are playing on the Tears of the Cruisers map. I say this because it's really big, but anyways, let's get into my captain perks. Now, this isn't what I usually run on my American Battleship captains, but this was what I was running for competitive, and so I figured, well, I'll just keep the captain. It's not a really bad build on American battleships in general, and that was a nice 20-kilometer shot and a citadel with 4 overpens, surprisingly. But I figured I'd give it a shot. So my captain perks are catapult fighter, I believe, then expert marksman, turn those guns a little bit faster, then not superintendent. I believe it's basics of survivability. So I reduce the time that I'm on fire just a little bit, and then I have concealment, AFT, and manual fire control. And it looks like I actually have priority target instead of the double fighters. So not a bad build. Again, like I said, it's pretty good. It's not like it's going to waste. It is still a very, very good American battleship build. So I noticed that this Minotaur is in smoke, so I start to turn in towards him, and oh boy, another 17k volley. Unfortunately, there's no citadels, but I'll take all of those penetrations. So again, the reason I turned in is, well, because the Minotaur shoots AP, and almost all of his damage is going to be reduced to 0 unless he's starting to hit me in the superstructure. And it's not that hard to do, but when I'm still moving like this very slightly, sometimes it's hard to judge exactly where he needs to shoot. So, and then I'm going to do a little trick here, see where he's shooting from, go up and down, because that's usually, if you watch people shooting into smoke while you're in smoke, most of the time they can tell where you are located horizontally, but it's very hard to tell vertically. So what I do there is I shoot once, and then I shoot one a little higher, or vice versa, one higher and then one lower. This most of the time has a pretty high success rate, because if with the added dispersion, I'm able to actually hit the target very well, and I cover a lot more of the smoke screen. And something like a Minotaur, for example, that has a very large citadel, well, that's a lot of damage very, very quickly. So I know I got one citadel on him, and then I believe there's 2 more penetrations and a overpen. So he's sitting at maybe a quarter to a third of his health left. Granted, he still has his repair, but still, we'll have to see when he pops up. I actually don't have the mod installed here. Now we get to see some good use of manual AA. Torpedo bombers coming in. I'm gonna start moving. Obviously focus them, and these are Taiho planes, so they're still not a joke. They are good, high quality planes here. As I do some mild torpedo beats, have to be careful here. Don't want to overturn and expose a lot of broadside, so I think I might actually eat this one torpedo. Of course, the Taiho comes in with more planes, but I'm targeting those because those haven't dropped, and they are currently at my broadside, and I managed to shoot all those down. And in the meantime, I shoot off on the Bismarck, who wasn't paying very much attention, and I get a very nice salvo on him. So I know a lot of people say that the Iowa doesn't have very good AA when it comes to like tier 9 aircraft, and even sometimes tier 10, but if you spec into manual AA and AFT, then you can shoot down quite a lot of planes. Like 7 planes is most of what he got from what most of what he has from one strike. He gets three. Yeah, he gets three torpedo bomber squadrons, and with 4 each. So, and again, manual AAs kick it in here, especially when they come in one at a time. It is much, much easier. So, I'm just shredding these at this point. Fletcher gets spotted, waiting for him to start moving or slow down or whatever he's doing. But I get a very, very nice few pens on him for 8 grand, and there's half his health gone. So, guys, if you are in a Fletcher or any DD for that matter, don't be so silly. He does get some nice torpedoes on me. I try to slow down a bit so I don't take a lot of them, but I'm going to take one. Hopefully, no, that did pretty much full damage. So, I radar. I thought he might be sitting in the smoke a little bit longer. Again, more planes are coming my way, so gonna have those targeted. Get a nice another penetration. But hopefully there's enough AA here, and there's also fighters that I shouldn't have to worry about those. Crit 2 of his planes, and then I actually get the 3rd one. Again, if this was, I'm not saying this guy was a bad CV player, but if he was coming in with all his squadrons at once, this could be, it could be a much, much different game. I would be eating certainly a few torpedoes. This Fletcher guy was very, very nice, and gives me his smoke, and I thank him for that. And this is my rule: if anyone does something team oriented, I give him a compliment. So, like, for example, if a destroyer gives me smoke, every time I give them a compliment. I don't care if they team kill me right after, I'm still giving them a compliment. But yeah, so at this point, 20 planes shot down. Not sure how many planes the Tiger has. I think it's in the 70s, 80s. So I've shot about a quarter down. Zumo turned a little broadside, and there's another nice 14k damage pop. So a lot of my, oh boy, torpedoes are incoming. Come on, Fletcher, torpedo beat. Oh, and he got detonated. Well, I guess at least he didn't go out empty-handed. Think this Suzumo might save me? Maybe? Nope. I'm going to eat one, and then I'm probably going to eat a second one. Instantly repair. That's okay, because the American battleships have a very long damage control party. If you were in a, let's say, Japanese battleship, or I think German is a little bit longer, you might have to wait a second for your damage control, to pop it. So, because otherwise, if you pop it instantly, then you might eat that second torpedo and end up flooding for a long, long time. Take a pot shot at the tie hull, but the classic RNG bounce is good and not in my favor. So, start going bow into the battleships. I know I'm giving broadside to the Minotaur, but I have to take this risk. The Minotaur is going to be doing damage over time versus Izumo, which can be a potential one-shot. So, one mistake I made here is that I should have been slowing down now, because if this Minotaur smokes, I still have the island between me and him. Another mistake I do here is I know that I'm spotted, so I bet that the Fletcher's around, is I don't wait for my guns to reload before I radar. Broadside Uzumo, this should be the kill. No, 3 non-penetrations and 1 bounce. So, yeah, I should have waited for the radar. I made a good effort to try and stay behind this island so the Fletcher can't tort me, but at this point it doesn't matter. Again, Minotaur sitting still in smoke, going up and down just a little bit. That's really all you need, is up and down a little bit. and a nice citadel, and he is dead. So 3 random shots into the smoke, and I put a little LOL in chat. 3 random shots into the smoke, and there you go. That is how you kill Minotaur and even any other ship that uses smoke. So that is something that I have been working on. It does take some practice though, but you know, most of the time you'll be able to hit a few shells here and there, and all that little bit of damage helps. So now I know I forgot to mention my commander, or my, what is it, modules. So I'll just mention them here. I'll put them earlier in the video, but I'm actually using the it's the AA survivability, because I've got manual AA, so I do like to keep that up and all my AA up and running, because of course I benefit from that a lot. Bismarck turning broadside, so I'm going to shoot at him, of course. And then AA range, 7.2 kilometer AA. Nice 12K there. Then I do accuracy. Missouri really needs it. Missouri definitely needs it. There's no question about it. I don't think you should run anything else. And then damage control, and then I finally run steering gear. No, I run damage control, and then finally I run concealment. So looking at the screenshots here, 1.4049 million credits, almost 12k XP, and oh my gosh, 5.2k free XP. Unfortunately, I already have the Missouri, so that's not going to be that good, but I'm sure I can use it for modules and such. Only a Confederate though, but 158k damage. A lot of it was to battleships and that Minotaur. 20 planes shot down, showing the value of manual AA and AFT. And then finally, 1 ship killed. Team score 2,604 base XP, 1,000 more than the Des Moines below me. So a lot of it was damage to certain targets, like the Fletcher. I did half his HP, which counts as half the HP of a battleship, and of course killing that Minotaur pretty much from full health to dead, not all at once but over time. So, and then 20 planes shot down. That's a lot of planes to be shooting down, especially for a tier 9. And then detailed report, obviously all AP damage. Potential damage, so 2.8 million potential damage shot my way, and then damage received wasn't too high, 91,000. That's about 15k, 10 to 15k over my total HP. And then finally, it's a Missouri, so I'm gonna slap on the Zulu flags. I didn't have any of the new credit flag at the time. I probably spent them all. But yep, credits are very nice. XP is very nice. Everything else is also very nice. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button as always. And let us know what you guys want to see, because we haven't done a viewer request in a while, and I want to see what you guys want to see so I know what you want to see. I said that like 4 times, but anyway, yeah, comment down below what you want to see. And that's about it. If you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe. And if you guys are subscribed, you will see me in the next video. And I'll see you guys later.